Welcome and salutations, dear listeners, to a Stobly Films presentation of the Christmas special broadcast of Grey Manor by Joseph Vogely and Amy Christine Meline. Tonight's performers are Donna Rooney as Donna Teagan, Rick Rooney as George Grey, Joe Sherlock as Kilgrave, Michelle Stahl as Crazy Nellie and Loretta. And I am your announcer, Philip Prudhomme. Allow me to guide you back through the shadows of the past, many decades ago. December 1st, 1971, we opened to a large old manor house. Snow lightly falling upon the impeccably landscaped grounds. A yellow cab slowly makes its way up the long winding path towards the large Gothic-faced structure that is Grey Manor. Inside is lovely Donna Teagan, originally from the city, drawn to the Grey Manor by a newspaper ad calling for the services of a live-in nanny.
All right, miss. This is your destination. Grey Manor. That'll be $15.23.
Thank you. Here is 17. You can keep the change.
Gee, thanks. Hey, lady, can I ask you a question?
Yes, I guess so.
Why you come all the way out here to this creepy old joint for a nanny job? Don't they have any nanny jobs in the big city?
Well, I imagine they do, but, well, I just needed to get out of the city is all. It's so busy and loud these days. This seemed like a good opportunity, and I enjoy helping good families.
Good families? The Greys? Ah.
What's so funny?
Nothing, lady. Hey, thanks for the tip. You got that bag there okay?
Yes, just fine, thank you. Hey, who's that?
Who's who?
That lady over there by the tree line.
What lady?
The one in the white dress. It must be 40 degrees out. She must be freezing.
I don't know. Listen, I got things to do. Hey, if you need another ride or anything, take my card.
Yes, thank you very much. Oh, she's gone now.
Sure, lady. Goodbye. You take care now, okay?
As Donna wanders up the path to the manor, she ponders the cabbie's odd behavior for a moment. Who was that woman in white? Who indeed, listeners? Donna grasps the old iron knocker attached to the magnificent large oak door. But just as she is about to knock, the door opens suddenly, startling her. Out steps the imposing figure of a large man in a formal suit and a bow tie. Gray ashen features. We will get to know him as Kilgrave, personal butler to the Grey family.
Oh,
Hello. What do you want?
I'm Donna Teagan.
Yes?
I'm here for the nanny position.
Please follow me.
What a beautiful home.
Yes, Grey Manor is stunning. It is over 150 years old. It was originally built by Adolf von Grau in 1821. He was a merchant seaman who made his fortune in the West Indies. A most remarkable man.
Grau?
Yes. Grau is Grey in the Dutch. The family adopted the bastard Americanized Grey during the 1940s, during the height of the war. It was difficult to be a prominent German family living in America during the hostilities.
Oh, yes, of course.
As you can see, everything is expertly handcrafted from the beams to the furniture. The staircase, for instance, is carved from 100% German oak. The carpenter was a man named Anton Lenoir, world-renowned during his time. Over there past the doors is the first dining room.
First? You mean there is more than one dining room?
Yes, of course. We have 2 dining rooms. The first is for large gatherings of 30 or more people. The second is much more quaint, for the family's formal dining. The help dines in the kitchen, of course, but you shall be joining Master Gray each night as he dines with the child. Mrs. Gray has been under the weather since the birth of the child and is bedridden, so she should not be disturbed under any circumstance. Is that understood?
Oh, of course. When shall I be meeting her?
No time soon. She is a very ill woman and must stay isolated in her room as she recuperates. Only Mr. Gray is to attend to her needs, so your duties shall be to attend to the child 24 hours a day, except for the moments when the family is together. Is that understood?
Yes. When shall I see the child?
After she wakes from her sleep. Your room is 5th to the right, directly across from the child's room. There is an intercommunications device between your room and hers, so you'll be able to monitor the child throughout the night. The child should not be allowed to disturb Mrs. Gray in any way. Her cries must be answered immediately. Is that understood?
Yes.
There are 2 more issues to discuss with you.
Yes?
While Master Gray is in his laboratory, he is not to be disrupted under any circumstances. His work is extremely important. Is that understood?
What is it that he does?
He is a world-renowned biologist developing cures for the sicknesses of the human race. His work is very delicate and of the utmost import.
And the second issue?
In your closet is a red dress. Master Grave has particular demands concerning the dress code in his home. You shall always make yourself presentable in his presence. There is women's makeup and jewelry provided to you in the top drawer of the dresser. Dinner is at 5 o'clock. Lateness will not be tolerated, nor will slovenliness. Retrieve the child after her nap and bring her to the dining room. Both of you will be dressed appropriately. Wait to be admitted to the dining room and do not speak until spoken to. Is that understood?
Yes.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have duties to attend to.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hi, my name is Lee Hardstone, star of the silver screen. You might have seen me in such exciting films as Yankee Doodle's Trip to France or Ace Manifold U.S. Marshal, where I play a rootin' tootin' 6-shootin' cowboy. I'm here to tell you about something that is near and dear to my heart. For years I smoked name brand cigarettes like Goldies or Manifold, but they always gave me a rough throat and a harsh cough. I was thinking about quitting cold turkey, but when I consulted my doctor, which one should do when making any major life changes, he said to me, "Don't quit, try Axton." He handed me one of these mellow beauties, and I'll tell you, I've been an Axton man ever since. Don't just take my word for it. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend Axton cigarettes. Now do America proud and go on down to the corner store and get yourself a pack. Now that's the cough of a healthy man. Don't quit, try Axton.
Welcome back, dear friends. When we last left off, Sweet Donna had just been introduced to her new surroundings and educated on her role within the Gray family. Donna was left with many questions about the peculiarities of her new employers. Perhaps they are just the eccentricities of the upper class, or perhaps There are stranger things afoot in Gray Manor. Who was that woman in white, you might ask? For answers to these and many other questions to come, we return to our story with Donna fully regaled, standing outside the dining room in the ornate red dress and holding the Gray's infant daughter.
Oh, hello, you. Yes, you. Aren't you just the prettiest little girl I've ever seen? Yes, you are.
You must be Donna. Please come in. It's nearly 5:01.
Oh, yes. I'm so sorry. I was just playing with the baby and I must have lost all sense of time.
Of course, my dear, of course. And you do look lovely. Please sit down. And how is my precious daughter tonight? Are you taking to each other?
Oh my goodness, yes. She is just the most beautiful baby I've ever seen.
Yeah, she comes from good genes.
I'm sure. Does she take after your wife, Mr. Gray?
In some ways, certainly, but I feel she has my disposition. So, how was your journey?
Oh, it was fine. I found the scenery.
Your supper, sir.
Oh, thank you, Kilgrave. You may serve us now. Donna, would you care for some wine?
No, thank you, sir. I don't drink.
Indeed. It's unseemly for a woman to imbibe. I myself find a nip of the drink welcome relief after a long day at my work.
Yes, I heard you are a famous biologist. Can you tell me more about what you're working on? I'm sure your work is terribly fascinating.
Not very, I'm afraid. I spend much of my time poring over notes with my eyes stuck to the microscope. I don't flatter myself to say, but my work is of course very important. The ills of society run deep, and it is my hope to one day eradicate them fully.
That sounds very noble.
Keegan, that is Welsh, is it not?
Yes, it is. My grandparents migrated in the 1920s, though my mother's side is German.
I thought there was something of the fatherland about you. May I ask you a question, Donna?
Of course.
What brought you to Gray Manor?
Well, an ad was posted in the local Tribune. Is that what you mean?
Well, we are so far out here in the country, and surely there are many opportunities for an intelligent woman like yourself in the city. Why answer my ad?
To be honest, sir, all my life I've wanted to help people, to make the world a better place, but I don't have a lot to offer. When I read your advertisement in the Daily, I was instantly drawn to it. What better way to help the world than by lending my hand at raising the baby of a renowned scientist?
Your contribution will, of course, not be insignificant, Donna. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Please silence the child, Donna. My wife cannot be disturbed by her cries.
Oh, yes, of course. Shh, shh, my little love. Shh, it's okay. Shh.
Donna, I must insist you quiet the child at once.
Baby, shh, it's okay. Shh. Sir, what's the child's name exactly? I realize that I've forgotten to ask. Shh, shh, shh.
Her name is Mary. We named her after my mother. Thank you for quieting her. I see that I have made a good decision in hiring you. Our last nanny was not able to comfort Mary so easily.
Mary. What a beautiful name. Like the Virgin Mary. A beautiful little Mary, just in time for the Christmas season.
Do Do you hear that, my illustrious audience? The baby's name is Mary, as in the mother of the Messiah himself. Could this child in some way be an omen of good, possibly holy things to come for our sweet Donna? With this new opportunity, could Donna find a sense of peace and happiness with the Gray family? Only time will tell. Later that evening, after putting the child to bed, Donna undresses, preparing herself for bed.
Hello? Hello, who's there? What? I swear I heard a knock. I must be imagining things.
Donna. Donna.
Who is that? Hello? Why, you're the woman from this morning. Who are you? Did you knock at my door?
Donna.
Hey! Where are you going? Wait! Mrs. Gray? Is that you?
Oh.
Wait! Don't go! Where are you going? My God, she walked right through that door! Mrs. Gray?
What are you doing here? This is Master Gray's laboratory. No one is to enter uninvited.
Oh, Kilgrave, oh, you frightened me. I saw a woman in a white gown. She kept calling my name and I followed her down here. I swear she walked, well, she just vanished. Who is she? Was that Mrs. Gray?
Mrs. Gray is very ill. She does not leave her room. You have no business down here.
But the woman, who was she? And what is that noise?
There is no woman, Miss Keegan. Please go back to your room. I wouldn't want to report you to Mr. Gray. You wouldn't like the results. Am I understood?
No, of course not. Please don't tell Master Gray. I'll return to my room. Thank you, Kilgrave.
Have a good night, then.
Yes. Good night, Kilgrave.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Wanda! Where's my supper?
Mommy, Ralph, have another drink. I'll be right there. After a long day of managing the children and cleaning the house, the last thing a woman has time for is to create a stunning 3-course meal for her man. Today's woman needs every bit of help she can get. New from Municipal Chemicals, makers of such fine products as Pine Action All-Purpose Household Cleaner and Pest Be Gone, comes Mother's newest helper, Tastes Like Homemade Frozen Dinners. Now available in Salisbury steak, chicken and potatoes, and new meatloaf with gravy. Here you go, Ralph.
Wow, Wanda, this looks great. How you find the time?
Never you mind, honey. Tastes like homemade frozen dinners. He'll never know the difference.
Welcome back, dear listeners, and join me at the bedside of darling Donna. Her dreams, unfortunately, are not so sweet. Will the lady in white visit her again? What is behind the door of Mr. Gray's laboratory? What other terrors lurk in the heart of Gray Manor?
Donna, awake, Donna.
Who is there?
Donna, beware the master, Donna. Listen to me. Beware the master's plans.
Oh, it's you. Where did you come from? How did you get in my room? Am I dreaming?
You must listen to me, Donna. My time is short. On Christmas night, when the bell chimes 3 times, the master will complete your fate. Escape with haste, with no time to waste, and the child should be by your side. You cannot fail. He will strike the final nail, and your death will be that night.
What does that mean?
Do not fail, Donna. Do not fail like me.
Who are you? What is your name?
Ask the witch to speak my name. Do not fail, Donna. Do not fail.
A dire warning from an otherworldly being. Our dear Donna was left unnerved when she awoke. We enter the grounds of Grey Manor now on Christmas Eve morning, where Donna has decided to take baby Mary for a walk in her pram in order to clear her head of troubling dreams. Who was the woman the specter spoke of? Perhaps the townspeople will have an answer.
Isn't this nice, my little Mary? The sun on your face and the cool breeze. A little cool air is good for us, isn't it? I could certainly use the walk. I barely slept a wink last night. Such strange dreams.
Strange dreams, eh?
Who said that?
Pay no mind, child. It's just me, the local witch. I'm Nellie. I run the apothecary in town. I was bringing Master Gray his weekly shipment. Are you the new nanny?
Yes, I'm Donna Teagan, ma'am. It's nice to meet you.
Yes. Enough with the formalities. Call me Nellie. Would you like to bring the sweet one into my place for a cup of tea? I'm just down the lane here. I love a good dream story. You can tell me all about it. Christmas cheer and all that.
Yes, that really does sound nice. Thank you, Nellie.
The two women chatted the short walk to Nellie's cottage. Her home was an array of plants, drying animal skins, steaming pots, and interesting smells. Who was this old woman, and how will she aid Donna in understanding the dire warning of her dream?
Well, as I said, my family's been around these parts since the dawn of the settlers. Came over during the gold rush, The Greys never really took to me, but I don't take to their fancy, highfalutin ways. He sure comes calling when he runs low on frog spawn, though, I'll tell you what.
What on earth would he need with frog spawn?
I don't ask questions, I just provide the wares. Here, give the little one this to play with. There you go, precious. Listen to it rattle. Took that off a snake in the back garden myself last month.
Oh my, that's not...
Oh, she likes it. Here, have some holiday cheer in your tea, honey. You don't weigh but nothing. You need a warm-up. Now you were going to tell old Nellie about your dream.
Well, I feel silly, but there was this woman in white, and she spoke this poem to me. I'm not really sure what she was trying to say. It was something about Christmas night, and the master was going to kill me? That I needed to flee and take baby Mary with me?
And white, huh? Have you seen her before?
Well, yes. I saw her once when I'd first arrived, standing at the edge of the lake on the east side of the property, and then again my first night. She called my name and ran through the hallway, and I swear, right through a door.
I suppose that's probably poor Loretta.
Loretta? Mrs. Gray?
No. Mrs. Gray, poor dear, is bedridden from what I understand. Birthing Mary took the life out of her from what I understand. Loretta was the Grays' previous nanny. She didn't last long.
What happened to Loretta?
Can't say for sure. I just know one day she was walking the baby down the lane, and the next she was face down in the pond. Baby Mary screaming in her pram. Kilgrave found her, and not but 2 weeks later, you arrived.
Oh my gosh, how terrible. Nellie, you don't think Mr. Gray had something to do with Loretta's death, do you?
I'm not one to gossip, but here's what I do know. The Gray family has a long history of doing what they like with other people in the name of science. I deliver my herbs in the frog spawn and whatever else he needs, just as I did for his father before him. Never says much, but one night I was out hunting for frogs near the Gray cemetery.
Frogs in the cemetery?
Yes, dear. Grave frogs, very potent. Anyway, it was well after midnight, the best time for grave frogs, and I heard voices coming from the Gray family crypt. All the Grays have been buried there since the war. I wandered over and saw Master Gray and that big oaf of a butler of his hauling one sack into the crypt and another. Well, they hauled another one out.
What could they possibly be hauling out of the crypt?
That's not for me to say, but it wasn't long after that that baby Mary here was born. Can't say if it's related, but can't say it ain't.
That's morbid, Nellie. What could those two things possibly have to do with each other?
Well, call me crazy, but it's been a point of conversation in this town for as long as I can remember that drifters show up, but they never seem to leave, if you catch my drift. The one and only time I remember Master Gray entering town himself, he and that wife of his were asked for a nickel by a man down on his luck. Well, that wife jumped out of her skin when the man reached out toward her. She screamed something awful, and Master Gray knocked him on the head with his brass walking stick. By the time the police arrived to gather the man up, the body was gone, and Master Gray was railing something fierce about the scum of the earth and society's ills and whatnot. He never did say what happened to that man.
My goodness, that is concerning. What should I do, Nellie?
Not for me to say, dear. But it does seem like it's time to get that wee one home. I'm sure she's ready for her supper.
More concerning stories of our dear Donna from the neighborhood witch? Is old Nellie really just a crazy kook? Or are her words something to be heeded? As the clock nears 5 p.m., Donna races home to prepare for dinner. The red dress, as it is every night, is laundered and awaiting her on her bed. Donna hastily does up her zipper, and she and baby Mary await Master outside the dining room. 1,000,000 questions swirling through her head.
Donna, you seem distracted. Whatever is the problem?
I miss my family.
Of course you do. What with the holidays and all? I had hoped that by now you would have thought of baby Mary and I as your family. And Kilgrave, of course. Those tend to be so earthy, you know. We provide a different caliber of family for her here at Gray Manor.
Oh, yes, of course, sir. You have been exceedingly kind.
Then let us hear no more of it. I do have a surprise for you, though. Do you like surprises, Donna?
I do, sir. Usually.
Good, good. Kilgrave mentioned that you were skulking about my laboratory the other night. Do you have an interest in science?
Well, not...
Of course you do. I can see that you're a very smart girl. I'd like to show you what I've been working on tonight, as a bit of a gift. The holidays, you know.
That's kind of you, sir.
Donna, please shut that child up. My poor wife.
Shh. Hush now, baby Mary, hush.
Donna, I am not going to say it again. Silence that child or you will wake my wife. I will not have my wife bothered. She is very delicate.
Okay, shh. Hush. Shh. Be quiet, baby. Baby,
Donna,
shh.
silence that child.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Get her out of here and put a pillow over her face if you must. My wife cannot be disturbed. Where are you going? Kilgrave, stop her!
Oh my God, it's okay, Mary. Oh my God, we've got to get out of here. That man is crazy. Don't worry, little one. I'll make sure you're safe. Nellie! Oh, Nellie, it's Donna. Help us. Master Gray's gone crazy. Help us. Nellie! Oh my God, she's dead! Kilgrave?
Of course she is, Donna. She knew too much, and now you do too. Am I understood?
Ah!
We'll be right back after these messages.
Sometimes a man just needs a place to be a man, to pursue his manly pursuits, and enjoy the company of men without the headache of women. When I'm enjoying the company of men, I know there's one thing I want in my mouth, and that's the taste of Silver Stud malt liquor. This smooth, sensual beverage is too strong for the palate of a woman. It's aged with the fine, thick, hard woods, smoked to a solid, musky flavor that will put hair on any man's chest. Whether you're a cowboy, a policeman, or even an Indian chief, you'll know that Silver Stud malt liquor is just the right beverage for men, doing things only men can do with other men. Silver Stud malt liquor. No girls allowed.
Donna thought she was going to find a safe haven at Nellie's home, but instead was greeted with a gruesome discovery of Nellie's bloody corpse and the menacing figure of Kilgrave. We see Donna now strapped to a table amidst bubbling vials and smoking beakers. Beside her, a sheet covers the shape of a body, with tubes and wires protruding from underneath. Master Gray enters the room, clothed in his laboratory coat, stethoscope, and long black rubber gloves. Will this be the end of our dear Donna? Listen closely to find out.
Where am I?
Lie still, Donna. You've had quite an upset.
But what is happening? Why am I tied down? Mr. Gray? Where am I? Where is Nellie? What did you do to her?
You've had a bit of a fright, haven't you? I'm so sorry for my explosion earlier at dinner. As I said, my wife cannot be disturbed. She is in a fragile state. Lay back, Donna. This will be over soon.
What are you doing to me? What is that? Is someone under the sheet?
Who? Oh, yes, of course. I suppose you haven't had the pleasure.
Oh my God! Is she?
Donna, I'd like you to meet my wife, Letitia.
Mrs. Gray lays unconscious on the table next to Donna. Her eyes are closed and the tubes and wires are attached to her open chest. They appear to be keeping her heart beating in a slow, rhythmic beat. As Donna scans the body, she sees that not only does Letitia Gray look remarkably like her, but that they are wearing the same red dress.
Letitia, my beautiful one, your time has come. A bit earlier than I had anticipated. But she has proven her dedication to our little one. You will be back in our loving embrace soon, my darling. And together we can continue our work. And little Mary will be our legacy.
What are you doing to me? You're a monster!
Nine! It is not me who is a monster. It is the scum and filth that has been deemed suitable to live on this inferior soil. This disgusting melting pot of a nation, the worst parts of the swine combined to create a sausage unsuitable for consumption. My beautiful wife and the fatherland's holy seed taken from us, while mongrels and villains are left to roam our sweets unfettered. Our work, Letitia and I, we sought to rid this ungrateful world of inferior genetics. The crippled, the strange, the demented. We were to create a utopia, ruled by a race of superhumans, created from our genetic material. Mary was meant to be the first, but her birth left my poor Letitia in this terrible state, barely clinging to life. All our experiments, all the lives lost, the time we spent during the war, it cannot be for naught.
What are you saying?
Donna Tegan, though your body is that of an inferior Welsh whore, I believe that you are close enough to the fatherland to provide my bride with her next life. It was unfortunate the previous subject didn't work out. Sadly, little Mary wasn't fond of her as she was of you. She had to be disposed of. Fortunately, though, she did not go to waste. She provided enough raw material to sustain my wife while we worked out a suitable door. That is, of course, where you come in, Donna. Now, if you will just lay still, the procedure may sting for a moment, but I assure you, it won't last long.
Ah!
The procedure is underway. Master Gray and baby Mary eagerly await their holiday gift, the gift of family. Will the Grays be united at last? Or will Donna experience her own Christmas miracle? Let us return to the lab many hours later, an exhausted Master Gray wiping his brow.
There, my darling. It is done. Have you returned to us?
Mein Schatz? Is that you? Wie geht es meinem Baby?
Ja, ja, mein Geliebte. You will see her soon. You must rest. This has been an ordeal.
So, you have succeeded. I am strong again, yeah?
Ja, darling, you are strong again. And with the help of this new body, we shall resume our work. Just you, myself, and baby Marissa. We shall make Sophia proud and usher in a new age. We shall see our marvelous Third Reich rise again! Fröhliche Weihnachten!
Not the ending you expected, was it, dear listeners? A happy ending for one family is not for another. Baby Marissa, or Mary for short, grows up to continue the work her parents began, though in a different way. This, of course, is a story for a different time. Tune in next year for another tale of holiday horror and merry mayhem, and of course, from our house to yours, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.